Hello, happy Friday to everyone, and more importantly, Happy New Year. I hope everyone has had and is having a wonderful new year. You all come in the kitchen with me today and let's try something I've never tried before. Let's try it together. We're going to take the ingredients that you see and we're going to make us a liquid pizza. I'll be right back so we can get it started. I'm back, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour our flour in this bowl. We're going to pour 1 3/4 cups of flour. And no worries, you all, I will put the recipe in the description box. And this is called a liquid pizza because the dough is just going to go in one bowl and it's going to be wet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a pack of Fleshman's Rapid Rise Instant Yeast. So a pack of yeast. Next, we're going to add 1 3/4 teaspoon of sugar. And I have a half teaspoon that I'm doing this with. So that's 1 teaspoon, a half, 3/4. All right. Next, we're going to add 3/4 teaspoons of salt. Okay, now lastly, we're going to pour in 3/4 cups of water. And you all, we're just going to whisk this together and keep whisking until the dough is mixed up nicely. Okay, you all, I'm going to add just a little bit more water. Until I get it to the consistency that I want it, that I'm looking for. I kind of want it looking like pancake batter. Okay, so we're just going to continue to whisk. Like I said, I want it to be like a pancake batter. See, can we get this off? Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more water. And then you all, once you get this mixed together, all you have to do is I'm going to pour half of it into the pan that I'm going to bake the pizza in and let it rise for 10 minutes. And then we just make it and put it in the oven. Okay, you see how this is looking more like pancake batter? Okay, so I'm going to whisk this just a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to show you out the pan that I'm going to be baking this in. And then we're going to pour out half of this batter into the pan and let it rise for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm looking for a spatula over here. All right, I'm going to use my cast iron pan, and I've already put olive oil in it. You all hang on 1 second because I just remember I need to get some cornmeal so I can dust the bottom of this. Hang on. Okay, so I have my cornmeal, and it has a little hole in the top, and we're just going to lightly dust this pan with this cornmeal. It'll help give that pizza crust like I guess a rugged bottom. I can't explain it. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to pour half of this batter. Because I want a thin crust, but not too thin. Okay. So, we're going to spread this out. And you all, while this crust is rising in this pan, I'm going to put a wet cloth on that bowl to let that crust go ahead and rise as well. Okay, if you can see, I'm just spreading this dough around the pan. Okay, now I'm going to get a piece of plastic and cover it up and let it rise for 10 minutes. And I'll be back in 10 minutes so that we can make our pizza. And while the dough is rising, you all, I'm getting ready to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. And the pizza should cook maybe for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, I'm over here tearing off this plastic. I don't know why plastic is so hard to get off of the tube. Okay, so we're just gonna cover up this pan. Let me try to cover up the whole thing. Okay, and we're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes. I'll be back, you all, in 10 minutes so that we can go ahead and put it together and toss it in the oven. You all, I had to come back because I forgot one main thing, and that's some olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and stir a teaspoon of olive oil in each one, because what I should have done was poured it in after I made it look like the pancake mix. Okay, you all, I'm going to go stir this in, but when I put the recipe in the description box, I will make sure to put that in there. All right, my oven has preheated and it has been 10 minutes. So now, next for the last part, and we're going to put this in the oven. So I'm going to take this off. And you all, I'm going to put just a little bit of Italian seasoning on mine. You don't have to do this. Or if you want to add basil, whatever, it's your pizza. You make it how you want to. So we're going to do just a little bit of this. Next, we're going to add our, it says homemade pizza sauce, but we know it's not homemade. But anyway, so we're going to pour this on here like this. And then I'm going to spread this around. And you all, I'm going to use turkey pepperoni. You could use sausage, you can use chicken, you can use ham. You can top your pizza however you like it because it's your pizza, so you make it your way. You don't even have to use marinara sauce if you don't want to. Some people use Alfredo sauce. I like marinara sauce. I'm going to put just a little bit more on here so that I can get it around to the edges of the crust. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the turkey pepperoni. And you all, if you don't like cheese on your pizza, or if you're lactose intolerant, you can always, add whatever kind of cheese works for you, or you don't have to add any cheese at all. You can also add bell peppers and onions and all of those things, or make a veggie pizza. But today, right now, I'm going to make a turkey pepperoni pizza. Okay, so I'm just going to lay these pepperonis around here. But you all, I meant to pick up regular pepperoni, but the turkey pepperoni, they work just fine. And let me show you all real quick. This is what I'm using. Okay, so we're going to continue to put these pepperonis around here. And you all, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want if you choose to. I picked 5 cheeses, Italian style. So it has mozzarella in it, provolone cheese, Asiago, Parmesan, and Romano cheese. Okay, let's see. We're going to do a few more pieces. Okay. Next, we're going to add our cheese. And then the final thing we're going to do is put this in the oven. You all, like I said, I've never tried this before. So we're going to see what happens together. My fingers crossed is that it'll be good because it's actually super quick. And this is the cheese that I'm using. Okay, so we're going to top this with this cheese. And you all, my hands are clean. Okay, just make sure I spread this out. All right, you all, this is going into the oven. The oven is preheated to 400 degrees. I'm thinking it's going to take maybe 20 minutes to 30 to cook. I'll let you know how long it takes to cook when I come back. Now let me take you down so you can see what it's looking like before it goes into the oven. Okay, this is what it's looking like. This is our liquid pizza. All right, everyone, this is our finished pizza. What I'm going to do is let it cool down for a few minutes, and then I'm going to cut it and let the first bite go to you, and also let you see what the crust is looking like. I'll be back when it's time to taste it. Okay, you all, let's cut this pizza and see how it does. I'm so nervous. Like I said, I've never made this before. It seems like it's cut nicely. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, let me get this little hanger-on piece. I can... Woo, can y'all see the bottom of that? Like it actually made a crust. I probably could have cooked it a little bit longer. Let's flip it over. Okay, you all, we're going to try this. Going to give the first bite to you. I tell you what, let me cut it. Okay, let me cut a little piece of it since it seems like it's so hot. But we're still going to give the first bite to you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to take you down in this pan too, so you can see what the dough is looking like in there. Okay, so here's the first bite. Goes to you. Now let me try it. You all, that's actually pretty good for a quick liquid pizza. I think I could let it cook just a little bit longer, or maybe cook it for just a few minutes before you put the toppings on it. But it's actually really good. And this is what it's looking like on the inside. Okay, you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a most wonderful evening and a most wonderful meal. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.